This first question I got for you, who are you, where are you from, and can you give me a brief bio on you?
My name is Jarrett Benavides. I'm 21 years old. I was born and raised in Chicago Heights, Illinois, which is a south suburb of Chicago. I consider myself as a full-time entrepreneur right now. I own a clothing brand called Free of Fear. I'm also a day trader and investor.
How did you get into day trading and investing?
So it was like in 2020, and it was March 2020, right? Like when quarantine, that type of time started. And I was kind of like on YouTube, and I seen like a couple of videos that I came across about people who were making money like on their phones and stuff like that. I didn't really know if it was true or not, so like I had just decided to just take a chance and just see what was up with it. And it turns out like my first couple of weeks of actually starting to trade and invest, I actually made money. Now a couple days after that, I lost all the money that I made, but I had seen that it was possible to make money, which was kind of like shifting my paradigm a little bit, that I can make money off of my phone, especially like seeing people making 6, 7, 8 figures, driving Lamborghinis and stuff like that. So that definitely like shifted my paradigm. And then from there on, I just stuck with it from the last 2 years, and I kind of developed a passion for it. I work on it almost every day. I put so much time into it. Before this, like I would say one of my passions was playing football. And that was something that I worked on a lot, and I was always training for it. But now I say it's my passion because this is something I'm constantly improving on, and I definitely see myself doing this for like the rest of my life.
Do you feel like you playing football in the past and having that same drive kind of influenced how you came at day trading and all that?
Yeah, definitely. Cause at football, I was definitely not one of the best people on the field, but I knew that like I had to work hard to get to where I wanted to be, to get to a starting position. So definitely implementing that drive from football into trading and investing definitely helped me.
Can you tell me about the origins of your clothing brand, Free of Fear?
So yeah, before I started trading and investing, I got introduced to e-commerce from YouTube as well, which is kind of funny. But I had started off drop shipping, and I created my first store in 2019, my first online e-commerce store. That store was called foreignwayaccessories.com, and basically on that store I was selling accessories such as like bracelets, purses, bags, hats, book bags, and that was my first ever store, and it actually was pretty successful. I made close to $1,000 to $2,000 from that store, and it was a concept known as drop shipping, where I didn't actually have to touch the product to sell it, and so that was really like my first dabble into entrepreneurship. And then from there I eventually stopped, and that's when I kind of branched off into trading. And then from there, me and my brother, he was more of like the designer of the clothes. So my brother had been getting experience for the last couple of years of just expressing his creativity through clothes, where he was learning how to heat press and embroider and all that type of stuff. And he's a really artistic and creative person. I am the co-CEO, the co-founder. He is the founder. And I had experience with making websites and all that type of stuff that has to do with the tech, and he's more of our creative designer of the brand. We launched our clothing brand in October, and that's kind of like how we got started. Some lessons that I've learned have been definitely, customer service is a big thing. We want to make sure that we're getting everybody's shipments out in a reasonable time, because we are, each of our pieces of clothing are handmade, and so we want to make sure everything's the best quality and people are getting their clothes within a reasonable time. We also want to make sure that our clothes are high quality and meet people's standards as well. And so it's been kind of rough because starting off as two new entrepreneurs, we didn't really know how much we should charge for this and stuff like that. The way we went about learning that is, so obviously we want to make everything affordable for people, but at the same time we also want to have our business profitable. So we have to find a balance, and we have to kind of like work with what we have.
This next question I got for you, what would you say your current goal is with investing in fashion?
All right, so I'm gonna start with investing. My current goal right now, my goals for 2022 is definitely to hit that six-figure mark from investing and trading alone. So the way I kind of go about this is basically what I do is I take the income that I make from trading and I invest it straight into crypto and a little bit of stocks. And from there, I also take the income of day trading and investing, because that is my main source of income right now. I also like to use that money to invest into our business as well. My goal with the clothing brand is obviously we want to scale this higher. You know, one of our goals is we want to hit 10,000 followers on Instagram this year. We want to do more frequent drops, and we just really want to get our brand more known and more widespread across the globe. And so that is two of our main biggest goals right now.
How do you plan on going about accomplishing those goals?
The main thing is just to continue to execute every single day. You know, like this is really what I like to call a slow grind. You know, nothing is instant gratification. You know, everything takes time. Everything is a process. You know, a lot of people think that success is a straight road, but really it's not. There's a lot of ups and downs to success, and you got to be able to stick with it through the thick and the thin. You know, a lot of people see me as somebody who either got lucky or somebody who just, you know, got the easy way out, which is really not the case. They see my success now, but they don't know behind closed doors is I really put a lot of work in, and I really lost a lot of money before I could actually make a reasonable amount of money as well.
Can you talk me through what an average day for you is like?
So right now, of my current lifestyle, because I am still in school, I'm also like a full-time student. I typically wake up at around 5:30 in the morning every day pretty much. And I typically, like when I first wake up, is like I like to meditate. You know, I like to clear my mind. I like to pretty much visualize my day before it actually happens. So, you know, I'm going into the day knowing exactly what I need to do and what I have to do to execute. From there, I like to drink a glass of water and kind of just get my mind right to attack the foreign exchange markets, because I do trade every day. And so typically I'm on the charts from 6 a.m. to about 10 a.m. And typically from there, I'm usually done trading for the day, where I've either met my daily goal as terms of the amount of money. So from there, you know, I normally have class, and then typically when I'm done with classes, I'll either, you know, spend some time to work on the clothing brand, answer emails, think of new ideas, you know, or anything, and also talk with my partner, which is my brother Jordan. You know, we often have phone calls that last up to 1 to 2 hours, just talking business. From there, I do like to hit the gym every day, and you know, obviously I'm gonna incorporate cooking a lot as well.
You know, what type of things do you like to cook?
I'm a new cooker, man. So like, it's nothing crazy. Like it's like the same stuff, like chicken, pasta. Really, that's it. Chicken, pasta, macaroni, you know, stuff like that.
Do you plan on branching outside of investing, trading, and fashion? And if so, where do you plan on going?
100%. So the way I see it is, this is kind of like just the beginning. You know, they say the average millionaire has 7 sources of income, and I do see myself being a millionaire. So from day trading and investing and running my clothing brand, you know, those are my 2 main sources of income right now. But from there, I plan on branching off into, you know, maybe real estate, possibly even starting another business. I could see myself starting to make music as well. You know, it's a lot of different things that I really want to get into, but I have to focus on my foundation first before I can branch off. So I definitely see myself just, you know, attacking my goals with no limits, and, you know, just keep branching off into more things. I am very grateful for my position as a trader and investor. Even though I'm nowhere where I want to be now, you know, I still have made a lot of progress really fast, because the crazy thing about it is they say that 90% of people who actually attempt to day trade fail. And I'm simply just grateful and blessed that I was actually able to, you know, beat the odds with it. Before I even, you know, touched $1 of profit, learning how to invest and well, mainly day trade, because investing is relatively easy. Learning how to day trade was kind of like learning a new language. You know, I had to learn a lot of terminology, and I had to learn like anything else. I had to put a lot of work. I had to practice. The main thing was I had to build my confidence enough to actually do this for a living, because that was really something I struggled with, was confidence. And once I got my confidence, it just, everything, you know, kind of like just took off from there.
As someone who, you know, is financially successful in terms of investing and day trading and everything else, what are 3 pieces of advice you would give to people as far as staying financially secure? Because it's easier to get money, but it's hard to keep money. So.
Exactly. 3 pieces of advice that I have for people is so for your income, you definitely want to break that off into percentages. So you want to have a percentage of money that you want to save and put that in your bank account. You want to have a percentage of money that goes towards your bills. You want to have a percentage of money that you're putting off the side to invest. You want to have a percentage of money to reward yourself for all the hard work you've done. And so it's really all budgeting. You have to add up all your expenses for each month, and then you have to, you know, take into account of everything that you might need to spend money on. And it's, you know, it's as simple as that. You know, you just really, it's all about budgeting and money management. The other 2 pieces of advice I have for people who want to be financially successful, right?
Financially successful and stable.
Financially successful and stable is you want to learn a skill, definitely a skill. So that skill can come into a lot of different things. You know, entrepreneurs are getting very, very creative, and people need to realize that we are in the digital age. It's so easy to make money online nowadays. There's so many different things you can do. You just got to be creative, and you got to think outside the box. So with that being said, my piece of advice is learn a skill. A skill such as, you know, cooking, where you can even sell recipes online, or, you know, say you're really good at dancing, you can make dance tutorials. You know, there's really no limits where you can go with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, eventually what I want to do is, once I get a few more years of experience, I'm eventually going to start teaching, you know, my way and how I became successful in trading and investing. And I will eventually start my own mentorship group for people like that. So, and my last piece of advice is, there is no such thing as instant gratification. Everything takes time, everything takes hard work, obviously. Now, when you come across those few roadblocks in life, you can't give up, because I don't take anything as a loss. I take it as a lesson. You really only lose if you give up, man. That's really like real talk. The only way you can lose is if you give up. So if you just keep going, and if you just trust the process, you know, you get in tune with God, get in tune with the universe, you can really make anything happen. Because at the end of the day, we were put on this earth, God put us on this earth to create the life you want. We are creators, we were made from the Creator. And I don't mean to get all religious and spiritual, but that's just really what I believe, is that we were put on this earth to choose the life we want. And it's not gonna be easy, but, you know, everything is possible and anything is possible. And I truly do believe that.